Radahn was my favorite boss of all time. No other boss could compare to the boss battle that was Radahn. And Bandai Namco just did more damage to Radahn than Malenia did with her Scarlet Rod. Because they nerfed him. They made him easier to cater to the casuals. I won't put From Software in here as well in this meme, because if you Google the patch notes 1.03, it is published on Bandai Namco's website, and I think they were the ones that were pushing for this nerf and other nerfs as well. And if we're only up to From Software, I think they would have just kept it like that, you know. So that's why I don't put them here. So anyway, yes, he was my favorite boss, and I really disliked how they nerfed him. I still have to encounter him in his nerfed state, but I've been around saying, oh, you know, Radahn is so damn hard, Radahn is so damn hard, but it's such a good fight, and then people be like, he was not that hard. And then they've been fighting the Radahn fight after the nerf, and yeah, I mean, why? I don't like this, because, you know, I was not myself a very Dark Souls player, because I never really played Dark Souls. I did just a little bit of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and then I did a Souls-like game called Code Vein. And Elden Ring was just something completely different. It blew my mind. And the fight of Radahn was so epic, you know, because the difficulty made it even more epic, you know, because you went with this whole army of people of a jar, you know, a half wolf. They just went in and fight. This really felt like an epic fight with an army versus one god, you know, a demigod in this case. And they nerfed him, and now it's easy, and they just destroyed it. And to prove that I defeated Radahn before the patch, I'll show you it. So here's my Steam page from the Elden Ring, Shardbearer Radahn. I unlocked it on the 13th of March, so before the patch. So yeah, I just wanted to rant this a little bit, because they just ruined the best boss in the gaming industry. The best boss. It's still a good fight after the nerf. I mean, the music's still really epic. You know, it still feels like you go into an epic battle with your mates, but still the difficulty isn't there so much anymore. And I think the difficulty is what made this boss fight and the game also so great. Because more often than not, in other video games, maybe except for The Witcher 3, those Witcher also has some difficult, tough places, but it works a bit different as well. But, you know, like Skyrim's dragons versus the dragons of Elden Ring. It's a complete difference. It's like Skyrim's in dragons in Skyrim just feel like a walk in the park, you know? A walk in the park compared to Elden Ring. And this is the best game ever created. And the difficulty needs to stay like this. It needs to stay, because if it becomes easy, then it doesn't have this challenging appeal anymore. So stop catering to these casuals and keep it like this. Just maybe undo the Radahn nerf and I will be happy again. But just no more nerfs, please. Please. Yeah, so, goodbye.